Ready?
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule impeccably well. And Shalom to the Akim that's pushing his truth in sincerity across the four winds and the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days, man. All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites, spoken of in the Bible. And we come out here every week, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, our Savior, to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom. And it's headed by the so-called white man who is Esau Edom. And we're here to preach the word unto the people on this side, man, who are the biblical Israelites, according to the Bible, according to the words of truth, right? And we're here to tell them, the elect of them, that, salvation is basically imminent, man. We're in a time of being delivered out of the so-called white man's kingdom, and we're in a time of the so-called white man and his whole infrastructure, his kingdom, being brought to naught, man, by the one who the world calls Jesus Christ, but his real name is Yahweh Shai. All right? Now, do you want to start? Bible Shai,
From verse 1 to 14,
1 to 14, then.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the Lord said, if we were to adhere to his laws, statutes, and commandments, that the Lord will go set us on high above all the other nations that are upon the face of the earth, man. All right?
And it says, and all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yep. So all these blessings were going to overcome us, and those blessings were going to be like rulership, man. Having a rulership, having slaves, having people to serve us, having, land, No other nation coming against us. They would know that we was in power, man. That's what we was going to get if we kept the law, statutes, and commandments. Diligently, as it says diligently.
And it says, and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Which that basically means everywhere we go, we'll be blessed, man. Because the scripture calls the field being this earth. So basically, everything we do will be blessed by.
Yeah, the earth was made for our sakes.
Yeah. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
So our children were going to be blessed, our offspring were going to be blessed, the cattle was going to be blessed, the earth was going to be blessed, the soil was going to be blessed, everything was going to be in its full potential and full abundance, only if we kept the laws, statutes, and commandments diligently.
Yeah, I can say something as well. Hey, because when you go into the book of Genesis, it speaks about real wealth.
Yep.
One of the commodities of wealth, or one of the attributes of wealth, if you will, is cattle. Because it speaks about our forefather Abraham, being rich in cattle, silver and gold. Okay, and we clearly don't have that on this side, man. Because the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, and not only that, but we're in captivity, man. We're gonna get that in the kingdom, man. That's our blessings that's gonna pursue us and overtake us in the kingdom.
And in terms of the cattle itself, a brief example of it being blessed was Jacob and Laban. When they Isaac. When they split, and then his flocks produced more than his flocks. It says of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall thou be the basket in thy store. Blessed shall be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out.
So we're going to be blessed coming into the world and blessed going out of the world, because all of them riches and that wealth that you've obtained will be left to your offspring, man. Right now,
Jacob.
It's Jacob,
the first time. Bro.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Because look, blessed going in, blessed going out, because you're going to be leaving a good inheritance to your children, man. And that's how it's supposed to be. Right now, if your pops die, your mom dies, you ain't getting nothing left in that will, man.
Oh, you will get something.
You will, but it's gonna be some scrapes, and you're gonna fight over that.
Or
man.
debt.
And people gonna set you up. In Jamaica, they do that a lot. They'll try and kill the person that all the wealth has been left to. And look, Jake is wicked, man, because they ain't got shit. You know?
Yeah. Hey, let Jake find out you got some life insurance.
Yeah.
Or your mum, or your mums, or your pops got some life insurance.
Yeah.
They'll put you in the altar, man. They'll sacrifice your ass, man.
That's it, man.
They'll take you out quick.
That happens.
That unholy sacrificial altar, man.
Yeah.
They'll fuck you up. To get that inheritance money.
They'll obby you up.
Yeah, that's dirty. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And it says, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
Right. So any nation that was going to come to us, they wouldn't stand a chance. Why? Because the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai were with us, man. The Lord was with us. So that's why no other nation could come against us, man. When you got the Lord on your side, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, no other nation can mess with you, man. You know? And that's why King David was continually praying to Yahweh Shem Yahushai that he would overcome his enemies, man. Because he knew how important it was to be in one with Yahweh Shem Yahushai so you could stand against your enemies.
Yeah.
You know?
And it says, they shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses and in all thy settest thine hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee. Alright, now this is verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of thy Lord thy power, to observe and do all his commandments, and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
And this is what we're living out right now, man. We're living out the curses. Because evidently, we didn't keep the contract that the Lord gave to us, man. We broke every single clause, if you like, in the contract. Right? We went against what the Lord prescribed onto us. Right? So now, brother's going to read the curses, man. The ramifications of doing so.
Cursed shall thou be in a basket in thy store, and cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
So all of those things that we mentioned in the beginning, they're all cursed now, man. They're all non-profitable. They're all just basically just dead, man. Right? We can't get anything in this system. You can't, if a so-called, if an Israelite makes a business, that business ain't gonna last, man. Because the Lord ain't dealing with that business, man. Yeah. We're not in the time to prosper. We're in the time of our affliction, man. Because we're paying for transgression the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why you don't really see black businesses. And over here, it's mostly Elam that owns all of the shops. Every corner that you got Elam with corner shops, man. Yeah. If you go over there into America, it's the Koreans, man. Yeah. So we're not in the time of rulership, man. Even if you go over to Jamaica, it's the Chinese that are running shit too.
Got a quick precept just to back off the cursed be thy basket in thy store, This is Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. It says, ye have sown much and bring in little.
We sow much but bring in little, because Jake, naturally they're hard-working people, man. We work all kind of overtime, doing all kind of strenuous jobs. I mean, look around you. This was all built by Jake, man. Yeah. We're in the sea. This was built by, mostly Benjamin, man. Coming over here and building up this place. Right? So you got to be hard workers to build a city like this, man. Same as over there in Americas too. The slaves built America, man. All right. But again, what we got, we've sown little, man. All that hard work, but there's nothing to show for it.
Hey, bro, even that main canal upon the earth that's used upon trade, that the main strip of canal, the Panama Canal, that was built by Jake.
Crazy.
That was built by us. Yep. And that's like the main canal of trade upon the earth, man. When it says Zebulon shall be like a haven of ships,
Alright.
Yeah, man. But our people are through still, and it's them that built that.
Yeah. nothing to show for it, man. Like, our people built the pyramids, man.
Yeah.
You know, the pyramid, that's a great example of the pyramids, man. You know, the great wonder of the world. You know, one of the wonders that people, tourists, go and look to this day. But they don't know, they don't reward the Israelites for building them because people want to go like they don't know who the true Israelites are. So even back then, we were the ones putting in the work, man. But we read that again, Baba Shah.
It says, Haggai chapter 1 verse 6, ye have sown much and bring in little.
Sown much but bringing little, so there's much hard work, but there's nothing to show for the hard work that's been put in, man. Right? Because we slaves, man. We're in the point of paying for our transgressions, man. Right? So the Lord ain't going to reward us, man. We're going to work for nothing, man, until Yahweh Shem Yahushai comes back. That's the punishment.
I wrote a quick piece of what you was talking about in Egypt in terms of Haggai. Exodus 1 and 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceeding might. And the land was filled with them. Now therefore there arose over a king of Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisdom, lest they multiply, and it come to pass when they falleth out any war, they also join our enemies and fight against us, and so get them out of the land. Therefore did they set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramesses.
So we were the nation of Israel. They were abundantly just increasing in number, man. And the pharaohs got shook, man. They were like, hold on, these guys are overtaking us, man. You know, they populating here, they populating there. There's too many of them. So they're going to come to a point where they're going to lose control over them, man. You know, so they thought, you know what, we're going to have to enslave these guys, man. You know, put them into subjection. Exactly, can't. Same reason that they got abortion clinics too, like the elder brother said, man.
They don't want us too large in number, man.
Can't.
You know, so they do whatever they can do to keep our numbers as long as they possibly can. If it was their will, Esau would happily destroy us all, man. But he's not able to accomplish that, man. He's under rule right now. He's under control of the Heavenly Father, man. So he can't do away with us, man. But he's doing his damn best to destroy as many of us as possible, man. You know, for his various different methods, man.
Yeah, because the scriptures say Israel is at the sons of the sea, man. Alright, so we ain't going to be destroyed. Right, that's not written to happen so, man. Alright, and also it says what the Israelite women were lively, man. You know, they were bringing forth children like it was no one's business, and they're still doing that to this day, man.
Yep. Back in Haggai 1 and 6, it says, ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
So basically we're living life, you know, by the day, man. You know, you don't know really what tomorrow holds. Alright, because we're in this system, we're working for this devil, and you're just about surviving on your monthly wage, man. Alright, so tomorrow's never promised. You don't know if you're going to eat sometimes, and you don't know if you're going to be able to pay, you know, a bill that's going to, you know, suddenly just fuck up your whole month. If you get a parking ticket, you fucked. Because that fucks up your whole plan. If you get 2 parking tickets, you're even more fucked, man. You're going to have to appeal them, buy yourself some time, at least a month or so, and hope that they don't apply for time. It's happened to me many times, man. You get 3 parking tickets in 1 month, then you got to appeal all of them to give yourself some time, man. You know?
I mean, some people might say, oh, don't park in them areas then. You know? But you don't have to be parking tickets, it could be anything, man. A water pipe burst in your house, some shit, man. You know? And you gotta take care of that shit, man. How long are you gonna wait for the council or wherever to come and fix your shit for, man? You gotta do shit there and on the spot sometimes, man. And it's resources that we just don't have, man. We're such a handicap in this place, man, because we're in slavery. That trying to do any little thing, man, is a difficult thing. Okay, which, you know, puts a great strain on our resources, man. Like I said, you could put your whole fucking month out, man, and you don't pay your rent, and then you don't pay this bill, and then you don't pay that bill. Next thing you know, your baby's knocking at your fucking door. Okay, it's fucking, it's hell.
The red letters, warning, urgent.
Anxiety and stress.
I saw that. We can't perform your job proper, man, because you're fucking so stressed, man. You lose your job through that shit, you're more fucking hell, man. You know? There's no let for Jake, man. Jake under curses, man. Under this devil, man, it don't stop.
You gotta finish. Let me finish it off, yeah.
Jake
Yeah.
might park to go and just sort out something for his son quickly. You know,
I've seen that.
Son's hungry. The parker order's there. It gives him like a time scale.
Like a 5-minute grace period.
Like
or
a
something.
5-minute period.
Yeah.
I seen it, man. As soon as you break that second, boy, he takes the picture, already scanned it through.
That's it.
And he said, and then you be like, yo, boss, like, sorry,
Sorry, it's like what's up?
like, are you telling me that them couple minutes is worth £130?
Yeah.
You know how wicked that is?
It's always a big tool hammer that's doing it, man.
Yeah, with tribal scars.
Tribal scar. You know, trying to put hell on you, man. You know?
Yeah, and taskmasters,
That's
man.
alright, though. Yeah, man.
Hey, you could even be on your job.
Yeah.
You know, you be at your job trying to earn a day's wage. You know, and then you know all that slaving away you've been doing for them hours, it's worth nothing because you got a ticket slapped on you, man.
Hey, sometimes it gets slapped on your work van.
Yeah,
Your actual work van.
Well,
It tells you part of the curse, man. We shouldn't reap from our labours, man. We don't really reap from the labours that we do, man. It's not a fair share of what we actually do. Here, Jake built up this whole society, man. Jake ain't got shit to show for that, man. Jake in the poorest areas, struggling to pay rent, like we just mentioned, man. Like Jake ain't got their fair share of this kingdom, man. After all the work they put into it, they tell you, oh yeah, you work hard, you get rewarded, man. Jake worked the fucking hardest, and don't get recognised for it, man. Okay, Jake involved in all your inventions that you got made. Jake don't get recognised for that though. He ain't got no patent, he don't own shit. He ain't getting no royalties. He's just been exploited day and night. So that's where we at, man.
And it says, ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to be put in a bag with holes.
Yeah, so that's literally what it feels like out here, man. You earning. Get your monthly wage, and at the end of the month, it's all gone, man. And you can't really think of what substantially you actually spent that money on. It's just pure, like, fines and fucking, food, your bare necessities that you need to survive, man. But nothing substantial. You can't save money in this kingdom, man. Ask any brother how hard it is to actually save a substantial amount of money to do something. You can't do it, man. You can't do it in this kingdom. This kingdom is not built for people to save money. That's why everyone's in debt.
Yeah.
Everyone's in debt, man.
Oh, yeah.
It don't matter if you're so cool, you see someone with a Mercedes or a Lambo, they're in debt.
Hey, from the time your government's in debt, you already know.
Everyone's car is financed. Yeah, everyone's car is financed. It don't matter how much money you got, that's what people do. They just finance cars, man. Because no one wants to pay the money outright.
Because they can't.
Because they can't. And even if they can, they still don't, because the system's got them in a slave mentality of just getting finance anyway, man. Why not?
Imagine that, like a car, right? If you bought a brand new car, you bought a low-end brand new car, man, it's still gonna cost you like 12 grand.
Yeah.
Okay? For most people, that's more than half someone's wages for the year.
Yeah.
So they got to live on less than half their wages for the year just to have that car.
Just to
That's why it doesn't work out, man. You know?
Yeah, to have that car, you gotta try and fit in. You gotta assimilate, man. You know.
It's the same with houses. You can't buy a fucking house.
Yeah.
You can't afford that. You'll be saving your whole, a good portion of your life trying to save for a house, man. You gotta take a loan from the bank.
Yep.
That's it.
That's the way it's set up, man. To set up for you to be in debt, in servitude, man. What was it? The lender, the borrower is servant to the lender, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
My granddad died. He didn't really even fully, finish paying for his house, man. I think it was paid for like 5 months after he died. See what I mean? So he didn't really get to live a life to say, yeah, I actually paid for the house.
The thing is, pay for the house, you ain't even pay for the land.
And you ain't paid for the land.
I was looking into this more because it's just like demonic as fucking places, man. You can buy a house, so-called buy a house, right, and not even own the fucking house. Realistically, like brother said, you don't own the land that's on. You know, there's all these fucking webs of fucking different contracts and shit that you gotta go through. If you don't, you know what I mean? If you buy a house on what do they call it, leasehold, someone still owns that place, man. You might buy the house, so you can sell the house, but it's not yours to do what you want with it and without permission. You know, if that guy wants to sell that plot of land, he wants to build a whole set of new flats up there for him to buy, you gotta sell that house. You gotta move, relocate.
Tesco Metro wants to come in and we gotta build a Tesco Metro.
And the guy's like, okay, I'm getting peace. I'll sell that land. I'll sell the whole plot. You gotta go. You gotta sell your house, everything you built up and everything like that, and relocate yourself. Yeah, you get money from the house, but hey, when someone sits on the house, man, that's their house, bro. You know what I'm saying? You set up the way you want it, and then you gotta go. That's all fucked up, man. You know, and if you don't, hey, and just say you still got that house, it ain't been sold off, man. Hey, when that leasehold is up, you gotta pay more money to keep that leasehold going. So that, you know, that might be in the tens of thousands, man. So you're still paying for the fucking house, even though you pay for the house. You know, or you gotta pay maintenance costs because, you know, the guy that actually owns the actual land and the house that it sits on needs to do repairs and shit. So you still gotta pay into that house. You don't really pay that house off, man. You're still fucking on the rent. Yep. Pretty much, you know? This place is mad.
Crazy.
Man, this is Deuteronomy 26:19. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out.
So we curse when we come into this world, and we curse when we go out, man. You know, you come in the world in death.